For the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, or short EBRD, actually climate change is one of the key pillars we focus on. And actually several years ago we already made a commitment that by 2025 at least 50% of all our activities should have a green finance component. And I actually am very happy to say that we already achieved that goal already 2 years ago and last year as well. In addition to that, we actually, as of this year, all our projects are Paris aligned, so that shows our commitment towards the goals which we will discuss also at this COP. We work very closely with several of the governments, and let me take an example. For example, last COP we worked very closely with the Egyptian government, where we have a project called NWAFI, Nexus for Water, Food and Energy. And there, together with our donors, where we achieved over $1.5 billion in donor support, we're actually making sure that renewable energy is being promoted in Egypt, but in a right way, including, for example, something called just transition. And that's not only true for the region, but elsewhere. We have many people now working in the non-renewable energy sectors, so to close down, for example, coal-fired power plant, these people actually, you would like to see these people being transferred, being reskilled, and to work either in the renewable energy sector or elsewhere. Very good question. Actually, at this COP, EBRD will not make any major announcement or major commitments. The reason for that is we already did that several years ago. So for us, one of the key important issues here is how to work closer and better with our fellow MDBs, other international financial institutions, which is also one of the key issues for this COP indeed. EBRD, contrary to many other MDBs, we are actually a private sector focused institution. In principle, at least 75% of everything we do, actually we do with the private sector. However, coming back to your earlier question on the public sector, we try to work together with the government and the private sector, because we believe that the current problems can only be solved together. So for this, public-private partnerships are extremely critical. For the region, I think the challenges are very similar to the challenges of many countries in other regions, and that is making sure that the lifestyle of the people actually is increasing without making the same mistakes, I would say, as many countries made in the West. So, of course, we all want energy, and particularly in a country like that, we need energy just also to stay us, to keep us cool. So we want to have the same lifestyle, but you are able to do this, or you should be able to do this, with particularly the change towards renewable energy. And where in the past, if we would have been sitting here, let's say 10 years ago, it would have been a matter of promoting renewable energy by, for example, subsidizing projects, etc. Now it became very clear that because of the technological progress over the last 5 to 10 years, actually renewable energy actually became very competitive, and in this region is actually more competitive than many conventional energy. In terms of long-term ambitions, we're actually very much aligned with the goals and objectives here at the COP. We're working with many of the governments of many countries together, so they will achieve a pathway towards net zero, and that is for each and every country that is similar. So we're working particularly with countries to achieve that. We actually have numerous innovative finance instruments also in the region. We have the first sustainability bonds. Last year we signed the first green hydrogen project. And I think this also shows that in this region you can be at the forefront of many of the developments. And in the Western world, we talk a lot about green hydrogen. It's particular countries like Morocco, like Egypt, like the Middle East, which actually come to our mind. And for that, we are ready to support any of the countries we are working in. Thank you very much.